All right, girls, where are we going to?
California.
Where are we ultimately going to?
Oh, Australia.
Where are we going?
Australia,
Yes,
Tasmania. No, first we're going to LA because it's like a carry-on thing, and then we're going to Tasmania and Sydney.
Perfect. Here we go. Global Gabberts, back at you. Global Gabberts, we're back. 5 years after a global adventure, a little bit of COVID, a little bit of just living life. We finally went on another global adventure. So, we're making another video. I don't know why, but it felt right. And so, girls, where were we off to?
Australia, Tasmania,
Tassie.
and Sydney.
And Sydney. And so, it's a long flight all the way to Sydney. But girls, what was probably the best part that kicked off the trip for us?
We had like rows to ourselves, so we each got our own row to like lay down and sleep.
Yeah.
We got more back seats so we could each get our own row so we could have some sleep.
There you go. And spirits were high, but what was low as we got to Sydney?
Low rain.
The rain poured the entire time we were there. We still explored, saw the Opera House, Bondi Beach, the iceberg pool, but we did not do much beach lounging, and we did not do much picnicking.
We did do an escape room.
We did, yeah. We defeated it very, very quickly. And then, where were we off to, Kelly? Holy guacamole.
And then we're off to
Tasmania.
All right, Nora, where are we?
Hobart.
Hobart, Tasmania. We've made it. Hazel, you ready for Tasmania?
Yeah.
The first stop was Maria Island, which is accessible only by ferry. And we were cutting it close in the planning.
We had about 2 hours from the airport to when our ferry was taking off. What hiccup did we encounter, girls?
Car rental.
Yeah, car rental took about an hour. And so we had about an hour between leaving the car rental and actually catching the ferry. Driving on the other side of the road, super windy roads, trying to go as fast as I freaking can. We get to the ferry port about 4 minutes ahead of time, but we have to go grocery shopping for all the stuff. Nora, you remember that? You were just sweeping through everything. Left and right, throwing stuff in.
Mad dash.
All right, we got to the ferry about 5 minutes before it leaves. Honestly, don't know if we're gonna make it. Girls, we gonna make it?
Yeah.
You gonna make it?
Which one is the ferry?
I don't know. But we ended up getting our ferry. Never a doubt, really, girls, right? We were never worried.
No, I was.
All right, Hazel, how do you feel?
We got really lucky.
To do what?
To hop on this ferry. We would have missed it because because it took too long for us to get our car. But it was late to arrive, so
Oh boy.
yeah, so we got there in time.
Yahtzee. Well, let's have an adventure.
Yep.
The really cool thing about this island is that it's mostly visited by day trippers, and there's not many places to stay on the island. Aside from camping, the only place to stay is
A penitentiary.
a penitentiary.
There was a penitentiary. Simple terms.
An old jail cell.
Old jail cell.
Very bare bones.
It had some bunks. It had a picnic table. Anything else, girls? No lights,
There's nothing
no
else.
electricity, no heat. But it made it feel like it was our own private island. And since we were able to stay there much earlier than anyone else. And so exploring, we did. We talked to the ranger, gave us the lay of the land, kind of understand where the animals were, and we were off. All right, we're here on Maria Island. Girls, what are we checking out on Maria Island?
Checking out some pink rocks.
Painted rocks and some wombats. some freaking wombats. They're all over the place here.
Why are you saying freaking so much?
I don't know, that's what I think they say in Australia. We're just checking it out. It's beautiful. Feels like we have the island all to ourselves. More wombats, eh?
Oh yeah,
I mean, how many wombats were on this island, would you say, estimate?
So many.
10,000.
And they're
10,000.
so cute.
Roly-poly, square poop. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Fun fact.
Walked all around Maria Island. I'd say we probably saw 100 wombats. How many kangaroos did we see?
About 100 too.
100, okay.
1,200.
These numbers seem outlandish, but there was a lot of wildlife. It was awesome, and so we explored kind of that first night, took it all in, and then that next morning we were out to explore some more and kind of went on an early morning sunrise hike.
Hello everyone. Today we are in Australia and we are seeing some kangaroos. And we are looking for wombats and we are also looking for Tasmanian devils. Right, Nora? Because we're in Tasmania.
After we spent the morning with kangaroos, it was time for us to take the ferry back to the mainland in Tasmania.
Yeah, girls, highlight, how was Maria Island for you?
So fun.
Good. Wildlife and like everything there in the experience was a 9 out of 10.
Oh.
But the staying area kind of infected our experience.
Infected?
No one got infected.
All right, that'll do it. Maria Island, we're boarding the ferry, girls. What do you think?
It was so much fun.
Woo! Favorite part?
Wombats.
Wombats. All right. Did us well. See ya, Maria Island. So we got back to the mainland after Maria Island, and we're up to the coast. And where do we go, Nora?
The Bay of Fires.
The Bay of Fires. All right, we're here at the Bay of Fires here. Hazel, how's it going? Look at your Australian hat. All right, these beaches got all these rocks. Can you see it? I can't. With red lichen, something on them. The sea is angry today, my friends. We're gonna check it out. Amazing rock formations, aqua blue waters, huge crashing waves, and just the sun shining down at us. One of the cooler beaches I think I've ever seen.
Come down to the ground, listen, ain't no shade in inhibition now. Just one step back, there's much less to figure out. About time we get back to kissing. All this talk is blurred our vision now. So why don't we seize the sun while it's still around?
Bay of Fires, awesome place. Quick side stop, but worth it for sure.
And then after Bay of Fires, we kept on driving up to Lonnie, where we stayed by this really cool gorge.
Yeah, this gorge, very picturesque, very, very cool. We could, about a minute walk to it, so we caught a couple sunrises there. And there was also, it's the world's longest, what,
Single
girls?
span chairlift.
Yeah, we still don't even know what that means, but it was a claim to fame. All right, Nora, what are we up to here?
We're on a chairlift.
Chairlift? World's what?
Longest like single span one.
Single span, yeah. We got Kelly and Hazel back there somewhere. Just riding over a nice little gorge. One-way stop, and then we are getting off. So we rode on it. It's very cool. What else was there, girls, that you guys loved over and over and over again?
This hamster wheel. It was like a life-size one, and you could just run on it. Me and Nora kind of honked it a lot, but it was really fun. And there were also some peacocks roaming around.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
And right by Lonnie, there was a wildlife sanctuary.
Yeah, what was at the wildlife sanctuary, guys? What did we get to do?
Tasmanian devils, kangaroos.
And
Oh, what was the highlight of the kangaroos?
We got to feed the kangaroos.
And what's actually close to Lonister is one of the coolest golf courses I've ever played, Barnbougle. And so I let the kids and Kelly just staying out in the city while I played 45 holes of golf but one of the coolest landscapes I've seen. Very, very pretty, and it's hard to beat sinking birdie putts in front of all of these.
We are the champions, my friends, and we'll keep on fighting till the end.
So, great experience. If you're a golfer and ever in Tasmania, go to Barnbougle. Top experience for sure. After our time in Lonnie, we head back south to Freycinet National Park. Now, if you see pictures of Tasmania, they're usually a Freycinet National Park, well known across the world, and for good reason. It's a beautiful place with an area called Wineglass Bay. And so we got there, we're staying at a double A-frame, which is just picturesque. And then we went as a family to hike up to the main viewpoint of this Freycinet National Park. Girls, what do you remember of the hike?
Big rocks.
Big rocks.
There's a baby wallaby just.
Oh yeah, there was a little baby wallaby on the trail.
What are we doing, gals?
Dad, do you think I see a wallaby back there?
Wallaby back there, yeah.
Woohoo!
To the top.
And so we walked it about halfway up to a kind of the main viewpoints and then hiked back down. But that night, as if I haven't had enough adventure, I went to the top.
All right. We are at the Mount Amos Peak. Woo! Overlooking Wineglass Bay. Sun is setting, as you can see behind me there. Waiting for some sunset, some colors, maybe some stars. It's gonna make for a tumultuous walk down, but I think it'll be worth it.
Honest to God, one of the prettiest views I've ever seen. And so took it all in. Even spent a good amount of hours into the dark up there, just taking in the Milky Way. There were even some southern lights that were popping, which was very, very cool. Now, made for a dicey trek down the hill in the pitch dark, but one of the cooler places I've ever been. I think Freycinet National Park, obvious why so many people go to it, and I'm glad I got to experience it for sure.
And our last stop was in Hobart, which is the main city.
The capital, some would call it.
Capital.
It is?
Yeah. And we didn't know, but Tasmania is known for a lot of wineries. So we stopped at a few wineries.
Today's forecast was what?
Rainy.
Winery!
I remember that sign. That's a knee slapper.
And so they had cool wineries, like some were just filled with ducks, others had guinea fowls. Like it's a huge wine region somehow. And so we didn't have a ton of plans for the day, and so we bopped around to the different wineries. We found what Hazel apparently thought was the coolest hat in the world. Not this hat, but you remember that hat, Hazel?
Oh yeah, it was a little puppy one you probably seen. You squeeze one of its like ear.
Yeah.
You squeeze one of
This
these
is a
like
longer explanation
hanging
than I
down
thought
things,
you'd give.
and then you squeeze one, and then
Perfect.
like the ear goes up.
Yeah. Cool.
And then I really wanted it, but they didn't buy it for me, so I would never wear that.
All right, there's some grief. Are you scarred by not being able to purchase that and probably throw it away in 3 months? Okay, fair enough.
And our last morning before heading back to Sydney, we were able to take a nice little walk on the beach.
All right. Our time in Tasmania has come to a close. One final beach walk, girls. Can you say goodbye to Tasmania? Bye. It's been a fun trip. Beautiful out here. See you again, hopefully soon, Tasmania.
And that was our time in Tasmania. We actually, Global Gabberts was offline for about 5 years. We have another trip coming up. Where are we going, girls?
Belize.
Belize Navidad. We're going to Belize.
Family.
Right after Christmas with the whole fam. Will we make another video? Will we take time to do this crap anymore? I don't know. Nobody cares, but we're going to have fun with it while
But
we can.
if we do make a video, then we'll introduce you to the whole entire fam.
Global Gabberts extended.
Oh, Lord. Well, thanks for watching. I don't know why we made this again, but appreciate it. Bye.
Bye.